All right, let's just jump right in. If the mere thought of speaking in front of a group makes your palms sweat and your heart pound, well, then this is for you. Today, we're going to break down exactly how you can turn that nerve-wracking anxiety into real solid confidence. And we're going to do it with a proven blueprint.
Seriously, you are so not alone. For so many people, this is a huge fear. That feeling of all eyes on you, the worry about blanking on your words, or just freezing. It's completely normal. It's a deeply human thing.
But here's the thing, and this is the really good news. That fear, it is totally beatable. Confidence isn't some magic personality trait you're either born with or you're not. Nope, it's a skill. And just like any other skill, you can learn it, you can practice it, and you can absolutely master it. So let's get to the bottom of this. Where does all that fear really come from? Well, for most of us, the root of all that anxiety is just one thing: uncertainty. It's our brain playing that terrible what if game. What if I stumble? What if they think my idea is dumb? Knowing that uncertainty is the real enemy, that's step one to taking back control. And here's the big secret. You don't fight uncertainty by just trying to be brave. That's too vague. You fight it with a reliable, step-by-step process. See, when you have a clear plan, like a roadmap that tells you exactly where to go next, all that uncertainty just starts to melt away. And that's where this comes in. Think of it as your personal blueprint for a confident presentation. We're about to walk through an 8-step process that's all about focusing on your audience. It gives you the structure you need so you can feel completely in command of your material. All right, here it is, the whole shebang. This is the checklist that takes you from a totally blank page all the way to a finished, polished presentation. When you follow these 8 steps, in order, you're basically knocking out every source of uncertainty, one by one. So let's zoom in on how those first few steps build your foundation. Okay, so first things first. We have to get laser focused. Just having a general goal like, I want to inform people, isn't gonna cut it. That's way too broad. You need a specific purpose. Something like, I want to inform my classmates about the 3 main ways the current drought is affecting farms in Texas. See how much clearer that is? That's the first brick in your confidence wall. Now we add the next layer of clarity. Think of it this way. Your specific purpose is your private mission. It's what you write down for yourself, like, my goal is to persuade my audience to donate blood. But your central idea is the clear, single sentence you actually say out loud. It's your thesis, your billboard. Regular student blood drives save local lives and are easy to join. That one sentence becomes the North Star for your entire talk. Okay, you've got your core message locked in. Awesome. But how do you make people actually remember it? How do you make sure your ideas don't just go in one ear and out the other? Well, the magic is in your supporting materials. You know, one of the quickest ways to build credibility is to borrow it. When you quote an expert, you're basically bringing a trusted voice into the room with you. It's not just your opinion anymore. You've got a recognized professional backing you up. It adds instant weight to what you're saying. Oh, and analogies, they are your absolute best friend. Seriously, they let you take a big, complicated idea, like a farm's water budget, and connect it to something simple that everybody already gets, like a checking account. It makes the abstract feel concrete, and people will remember it. And then there are times when one single powerful number can just stop everyone in their tracks. You wouldn't just say the drought was bad for farmers. No way. You hit them with a jaw-dropping statistic. Last year, the drought caused over $7 billion in agricultural losses. A number that huge paints a picture that words alone just can't. All right, the blueprint for the speech is solid. Check. But what about, that little voice in your head that loves to sabotage you right before you start? Let's talk about the mental toolkit you need to manage that anxiety in the moment. Look, there's no magic wand here. Taming that inner critic is all about having a whole toolkit ready to go. And yeah, solid preparation and focusing on your audience are the biggest pieces of the pie. But you also need some specific techniques, both mental and physical, for those critical moments right before you speak. Okay, this right here is a total game changer. It's a simple physiological hack that literally slows your heart rate down. Before you even think about starting, just do this a few times. Breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for 4. And then a long, slow exhale through your mouth for 6. That slightly longer exhale, that's the secret sauce. It sends a signal to your brain that says, hey, we're safe. We can calm down. And here's another awesome mind hack. You know that feeling, the racing heart, the adrenaline? Your body can't actually tell the difference between I'm scared and I'm excited. The physical sensations are almost identical, so you can hijack that energy. Instead of telling yourself you're nervous, you tell yourself, I'm so excited to share this. Shift your focus from your fear to the value you're about to give your audience. Okay, so we've got the blueprint for the speech, we've got the toolkit for our mind, and when you put those two things together, something amazing happens. It creates this huge mental shift. And honestly, this is the real secret to moving beyond fear and into a state of real, confident focus. This right here, this is everything. When you're nervous, all your internal questions are about you. How do I look? What if I mess up? Do they like me? It's all self-focused. But when you're confident, you flip the script. The questions become about them. Is this making sense to them? Is this helpful? What's the one thing they need to walk away with? Your mission changes from being a perfect performer to being a generous guide. When you make it about them, your own self-consciousness just starts to fade into the background. And really, when you zoom out, everything we've covered, from managing that inner critic to choosing the right analogy, it's all built on these 5 fundamental principles of communication. They're the foundation that makes the whole blueprint work and keeps your focus where it belongs, on your audience and your message. So the next time you have to give a presentation, try to see it differently. It's not a threat to be survived. It's not a test. It's a gift. It's an opportunity to share something valuable, to help someone, to change a mind. You have the blueprint, you have the tools. So the only real question left is, what's the important message that you're going to share?